to my Yasmeen Taheer's and Jasmine Bonitz team assignment. So for our team assignment, we decided to do a food chain represented by a digraph. And so we have our text file representation of the digraph. It's a food chain and it shows the dependency of the food chain. Algae eats the sun, snail eats the algae, piranha eats the snail, jaguar eats the piranha, alligator eats the jaguar, and nothing eats the alligator. So first I'm going to show our ecosystem graph reader class. So what this class does is it reads in the text file and it turns it into a graph. And so we have our constructor that takes in the file name and it creates a symbol digraph with the file name and the delimiter as a space. And we have some methods. Get symbol graph returns the graph. Get species index. So you input the name and you get the index, and then get species name, you input the index and you get the name. And next I'm going to show our dependency sorter. So what this does is it takes the ecosystem graph from the ecosystem graph reader class and it sorts it with the topological sort. And so most of that work is done in our constructor. Takes in the file name, calls ecosystem graph reader class, and performs the topological sort. Next, we have some methods that perform a unique application given to us by the advantage of our topological sort. So we have a print food chain method that prints the food chain and tells you what species eats what species. And then we have a get predator of specified prey. So you enter a prey and it will give you the predator of that prey. And we have a similar method called get prey of, where you enter the name of the specified predator and it tells you who the prey is for that predator. And for our main method, we decided to make it user interactive. So we have a menu here with 5 options to print the species list, print the food chain dependency, find the prey, find the predator, and exit. And we have our switch cases. I'm just going to run this. So starting with, I'm going to select option 1, and it gives you a list of the species. Next I'm going to choose option 2, and it gives you the dependency list telling you which species eats which species. Next I'm going to choose option 3 to find the prey, and I want to find the prey of for example, snail, and it tells you that algae is the prey for snail. I'm going to do it again, but find the prey of the sun, and it tells you that nuclear fusion is prey for the sun. Next I'm going to choose option 4 to find a predator, and I want to find the predator of a snail, and it tells you that piranha is the predator of a snail. Next I'm going to choose the final menu option, exit, and it exits the program. Next I'm going to show our ecosystem visualizer class. So this class creates a visual representation of the food chain. And so to start with, we have a static inner class, and it creates a line, x and y coordinates for the start of the line and x and y coordinates for the end of the line. And then we have a draw arrow method, and what this method does is it creates a queue of lines and then it stores the queue into another queue. And this was helpful to do so that when we were running it and iterating over it, we could print the arrows separately but not the components of each arrow separately. And so we have your arrow from gator to jaguar, arrow from jaguar to piranha, etc., etc. And this is the loop that prints the arrows. And then we have our main method, and for our main method we just have we have some pictures that represent the species in our food chain, as well as a background jungle picture. And then we run our draw arrow method. I'm just gonna slow down the production of the arrows, and I'm gonna run this. So here we have our gator eats the jaguar, and our jaguar eats the piranha. Piranha eats the snail. Snail eats algae. And finally, algae eats the sun. And that's it for our team project assignment. I hope you guys all liked it. Thank you.